days a year. Of course, we give out free picks on today's card. We've got NFL football. We've got NBA basketball. Real big card for a Sunday of NBA basketball. And we have college basketball, smaller card today of college hoops. Not a lot of high-profile games. And, but we're heading into that college basketball. I started looking out ahead into those early weeks of January schedules, and I see those 150 game schedules out there. So we're going to have some massive college basketball Fridays. And, I mean, even the Friday schedules are gigantic this year. I don't know what Ruffalo pulled off from those guys, but sure, you can ask him exactly what happened with the scheduling. But anyways, we have Ron Romanelli's back with us today. Got Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki, and Ruffalo. Just keep showing up. But anyways, good morning, guys.
Morning.
So I went 4-4 yesterday on my premium picks. I changed out, I did the old change out, and of course I lost. I took out the Pacers, I put in the Jazz, and ended up going 4-4. It would have been 5-3. I was 2-1 in college hoops. I was 1-2 in the NBA, and then I hit the NFL game and I lost the college football game. But at our halftime show, a perfect 3-0 again. I mean, absolutely crushed it on that one. That was like, and one of my favorite things that happened too was that in the YouTube video, I gave out that over on the Dolphins Raiders game, and with like 10 minutes left to go in the game, the trolls were just bombing me. Way under. Went over. Stupid asses. That's why they play a full 60 minutes.
I like the guys that are crowing about laying 150 with the Dolphins or whatever. If you do that every game.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is that also like, I get a lot of emails too. Not a lot, but I get once in a while I get the emails from the people that bought premium picks, and it's like the first quarter, and they're acting like, or it's like, I got one yesterday where the capper had 8 picks. Okay, they lost their first 2 games of the day. I'm looking at a losing day here. It's like, what if they go 6-0 in their last 6? It's like,
I lost my first 2 and then I won my last 3.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, of course, like say you have a 3-pack, and it's like you always hope to at least go 2-1, if not 3-0, right? And it's like like yesterday I lost Ohio State with the first one. They were leading the whole way. Right? I mean, I've lost now in Northwestern. I'm going to lose at Northwestern every single time. Is basically what's going to happen this season. And, I don't care. It's like we're going to lock the team in a closet, and, they're going to miss the game and have to forfeit. Is what eventually is going to have to happen. But I'm telling you, I don't know.
Thank God for basketball. Yesterday.
It's just, I think some people, if you're one of those people that like cheers a strikeout in the first inning, or gets beaten down when your team goes down 7-0. Sports betting is not for you, because it seems to me that 85% of the time, at least it feels like it, 85 to 90% of the time, it comes right down to that last 30 seconds of the game, especially basketball, where even the Indiana game against Illinois. So I don't know if anybody saw this. Okay, so the Indiana game against Illinois is laying 6.5. They're up by 9, and there's 34 seconds left to go in the game, and they get the rebound. Indiana throws up the prayer 3. They miss it. Illinois gets the rebound, and they start dribbling, and Indiana just retreats. Okay, they just retreat and basically say, well, we're going to let you guys just dribble out. So at about the 8-second mark to go in the game, the Indiana defender pokes the ball out of the hands of the Illinois guy, and it goes out of bounds. Like, after just basically saying, we quit, we concede, he does this with 7 seconds. Of course, they inbound the pass. The guy throws up the 3, and it thankfully bricks it, They didn't call the foul on at that point, but it was like, we've seen a lot of bad sportsmanship in college sports in recent weeks. Now that Ohio State, it's like trying to punch in that last touchdown against Northwestern Northwestern didn't even use their timeouts in that championship game. It was like, what are you guys doing? Anyways, be sure to smash the like button. Yesterday we had 850 likes, but most of them happened after the show. The thing is, we had 850 likes. We had 9,000 views. So it's like we're still looking at 10%. I think we could do better than that. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers, so close. I can see the actual number, and it's way closer than that. We're like 20 away or something. So it's possible to get there during the show. 47% of the people that watch our show do not subscribe to our channel. So, and 6% of them hit the thumbs down. Anyway, speaking of thumbs down, Brian, what do you got today?
Well, I try to keep my play off a winning day yesterday, 3-2. I try to keep my plays to 5 every day, but this card is just too good. I just couldn't do it. I got 7 plays for $50 at BigDogs.com. It's called my Brian Bitler Sunday Extreme Profit Pack. So pick it up at PickDogs.com, or make sure you get the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, 1-year pass at any guy here on the show, and you get a matching consensus report. It's almost running out. A couple days left.
How much is it for 7 picks?
7 picks, $50 today.
See, and people ask me, do you have a discount code? It's like we just fairly priced to begin with, you know? We just fairly priced them to begin with. 7 picks, $50. Ron, what is that? $7 and what?
It's about it's a little bit more than $6 a pick, but about $7.
Well,
$7 a pick. Yeah. $7 a pick.
You're a smart guy. We count on you. Well, we have some controversy in that, and we'll address it later. We have Rod Zawacki is making a push here. Okay, he's using big words, but yesterday, genius stuff came out of his mouth. I'm telling you, legendary stuff. I don't know if you were watching the show.
I missed it.
Oh, well, you really missed one of probably the best bit of information that's ever been given out in the history of the show. Chris, what do you got today?
I was looking for a bounce back today. Yesterday was a little bit of a rough one, but again, we're looking forward today. And I got my magnificent 7 going today. 3 plays in the college hoops, 2 in the NFL, and 2 in the NBA. I'm loving those plays. 7 plays, $49.95 over at Pick Dogs Premium or Sports Chat Plays Premium.
So, Rom, yesterday we're talking about Doritos, right? Because we said, oh, it's kind of like the Cool Ranch Dorito, you know? It's kind of like, it's not quite the nacho cheese. So we started talking about the Dorito. And then Rod explained that you take the nacho cheese Doritos, right? You put pepper jack cheese on those. You create the nachos out of the nacho cheese Doritos. Yeah, that's genius.
Next level.
Yeah, it's tough to compete with that.
Yeah, I might as well leave now.
Yeah, it's what I felt. It was like I felt so small. Felt so insignificant. It was kind of like that Animal House. We're just dirt under, someone's fingernail. The whole universe, it's just dirt under someone's fingernail. Can't sometimes you gotta come to terms with it.
Yeah. Well, for me today, you can grab my 3 best college basketball plays, my Super Sunday college basketball trio. Been killing college hoops this season, over 1,300 units up so far. You get those 3 plays for $34.95 at the website.
Rod, what do you got today? Today I've got my Sunday touchdown play going on and a nice touchdown package here. 7 plays. I found these 7 plays have a huge advantage to us as bettors. 3 plays in the NFL, 2 college basketball, 2 NBA. These are the perfect opportunity today for us to hammer the books and come away with a big, huge Sunday slaughter. I'm loving today's card. I think we're going to be big, massive winners today.
I've got 3 NBA and 5 NFL. I just took a pass on college basketball today. Not a great card, and I'm not going to go hunting. It just seems full of potholes and traps, and I'd rather just not be part of it, than step in it, which it looks like there's a lot of opportunity to do that in college hoops. So I would say, and there's one game, we'll talk about it later, and I don't want to give it away now, Drake, that it just looks like the line looks so off. It looks so off.
I thought we had late info on that game. I thought for sure you'd make that a premium play. That's crazy.
It's just I can't. It's like, all right. So how many games are there a year? Like 16,000 to 20,000 games a year. If I miss the easy winner, because I didn't put Drake in, so be it. If I avoided an obvious trap, even better. And it's like, why? I don't need to be involved. It's like, yeah, the Drake line looks screwed up, right? Back 2 weeks ago, when we gave out Drake, or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, this is a team that wins 20 games every single year, right? And it was like, and I've been hitting them, since then. But wait a minute, now we got like a 10-game card, and they're 3.5-point favorite against a team that hasn't really done much. But that's a conference game too, and a road conference game against Larry Bird's old school. And I don't know. It's usually if it looks like somebody knows something, then somebody usually knows something, So why even bother? There's so many other games on the board. And there's so many. I mean, we got, 10 NBA games on a Sunday? It's like.
That game's a layup. Absolute layup.
You think layup the reverse way?
Indiana State's an absolute layup.
Reverse. I could see it. It's like, that's the only way you can bet it. It's the only way you could bet that game. And it's like, why even bother? I don't feel good about taking Indiana State there. So I'm just going to take a hard pass on it.
As soon as you told me that information, I was looking at the computer. I was all getting excited over Indiana State, and I added it as a premium.
Well, how square can that play be, right? The Drake play. And I think the line's even dropped, right?
It's at 2.5.
Yeah, it's went from 3.5 to 2.5 now.
I wasn't even looking at it.
It looked at 3.5. It looked bizarre, right? At 2.5, it's like now. It's
I was gonna take a pass on college basketball today.
Yeah, I am.
I couldn't do it after I saw that. I was like, oh, I gotta be there.
I don't see it. It's kind of like I can't.
I think Indiana State's better than their record indicates.
Oh, they're way better than the record indicates. Indiana State's not a bad team and a bad school. It's not like it's not like they're Alcorn State or something. Larry Bird went there. They have that recruiting. Larry Bird went there. You always have that. To recruit. You always have that. It's like Larry Bird went here. We went to the national championship game. We won the national championship. Right?
I also hit my betting app. As soon as you told me hit it, I think I had 3.5.
They won, right? Bird beat Magic for the championship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They won the national championship. Larry Bird. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I ain't touching that shit. I don't know about you guys. I ain't touching that thing.
That's the Big Mac versus Filet-O-Fish game, right?
Yeah,
there.
that is the Filet-O-Fish of the century. It's what you call, don't step in that. There's no reason to. There's no reason to.
Well, I'm stepping in it. I like money.
Drake is just on the road. That's why it's low. That doesn't even make sense.
That's why.
That doesn't even make sense. It's like they played neutral site games. Weren't they on the road at Kansas State when they beat the snot out of them? I'm pretty sure they were.
Huge crowd at Indiana State.
Yeah,
today.
It's going to be a massive crowd at Indiana State.
I guess we skipped to the college basketball, but I couldn't help. That one was just crazy. Hit the like button.
Smash the like button.
And extra for mom likes. I like all the moms out there.
Yes, all the moms out there. Tell your mom to like our show. And also, if mom could leave a comment in the comment section below.
Oh, my mom created a YouTube channel for her dog, too. She has a dog. So
nice.
Got an extra 2 likes out of that.
Got the Browns and the Jets the Jetropolitans. This line dropping like a rock. I like the Jets at 10.5 a lot before the news on all the Browns receivers being out. But the Browns are a running team, right? They're ground and pound anyway. The Jets have just been playing well, covering spreads, 5-5 against the number in their last 10. This is a team that was one of the last teams to cover, right? Them and then Dallas were the last two to cover. Now they're 5-5 against the number in their last 10. Browns 4-6 against the number in their last 10. Dead to me after that Cleveland game, after that Baltimore game. Of course, last week against the Giants. The Giants dead to me. Brian, you got your Browns hat on.
Yeah, that doesn't really signify who I'm taking in this game, but I'm going to look at the total here, and I guess you'd look at this total and think under, because the Browns are missing some receivers, and they're going to have to run the ball. The Jets had trouble putting it in the end zone, but I'm going to go over here. I think we see Jets put up a couple touchdowns, and the Browns run a couple in with Chubb. So I'm going to go over the number 43.5. Chubb, yeah. Well, he's on my fantasy team, so I need a big day today. I'm playing somebody who has Kamara, and of course he had like 6 touchdowns the other day.
We don't care. Chris, what do you think?
I don't lean towards the Jets and the points. They've just been competitive lately, and I know the Browns are a running team, but sometimes you can use that passing game to set up the play action, or sorry, the other way around. The running game set up the play action. If you become one-dimensional, allows the Jets to sell out a little bit and try to stop the run. So I think they can keep it within 10 points. Give me the Jets and the points.
Yeah, I agree. I like the Jets here. I mean, obviously last week the Jets won a game that their fans didn't want a win in, and took down the Rams on the road. But the Jets, like Mitch has said, they've been a solid cover team this season, despite being 1-13 overall, and getting those points at home. I think the Jets are a smart play here, so I'll take New York and the points.
Rod?
Yeah, I agree. That's too many points. Jets have been playing better. I'm definitely not a Browns guy. I think it's easily a 3-point game.
Easily.
Take the Jets and the point.
Easily. I don't know, man. This game's going to suck badly. Got the Bears and the Jags.
Ugh.
How are the Bears 8-point favorites over anyone? Explain this to me, somebody. I know it's the Jaguars. I understand they have the number 1 overall pick. They've needed a quarterback since Mark Brunell left. This team has screwed up quarterback drafts like no other team. They didn't take Kyle Bowler, the last bad draft pick the Ravens had, but they have had Blake Bortles, and they did take Byron Leftwich wasn't bad. He wasn't horrific. They did take who's the other Missouri guy that they took? The quarterback out of Missouri.
Yeah, the name's on the tip of my tongue. I think
we'll find it. We'll find it. So I'm surprised no one in the comments has this.
Is it Blaine Gabbert?
Yes, that's it. Blaine Gabbert. That's exactly who it is. Yeah, Blaine Gabbert. Brian?
He might still be a backup somewhere in the NFL.
I'll tell you who's a backup somewhere in the NFL is Chad Henne. He sucks. That was like the Bill Parcells genius draft pick for the Dolphins. Just a genius draft pick. Chase Daniels is a first ballot Hall of Famer compared to Blaine Gabbert. I'll tell you that much.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would say so.
He looked horrible. In this game here, I'm going to take the Jaguars plus the points. There's just way too many points to lay on the Bears on the road, a team that has trouble scoring. So, I mean, Jags have been terrible.
Gabbert played yesterday. He's Tom Brady's backup.
Is he? I think the Jags cover here. I'm going to lean towards Jacksonville.
I'm going to take the under here. I just think it's low-scoring game. I can see Chicago struggling to score again. I can see that Jacksonville defense having issues against the Jacksonville offense having issues against the Chicago defense. So, give me the under 46.5.
Chris just so bitter over the Luton situation. Ron?
I'm going to agree with Brian here. I'm going to take the Jags and the points. I think you're getting over that touchdown and at home. We've seen the Jags cover some spreads, obviously not recently, the last 2 weeks, but they do have sole possession of that first-round pick, and they don't want to lose that. So I do see them losing this game outright, but getting more than a touchdown at home, I think that's valuable. So I'll take the Jags.
Rod?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Give me the Jaguars and the points. The Bears are 0-5 ATS their last 5 games as a favorite. I think the Bears win this game, but not by that many points. Give me the Jags and plus the 8.5.
Yeah, I like the Jaguars in this one. Got the Falcons and the Chiefs. You would think the Chiefs would just make quick work of the Falcons, but something's starting to smell funny about this one to me, too. Something stinks at Arrowhead. And it's not just the Falcons.
Well, for me, I cut out the Falcons late as a premium, but I really like them if you're getting 10.5. I think the Chiefs are about as square, I don't want to say fillet of fish play as it gets there. I'm an anti-Chiefs guy every week, but I think the Falcons are a scrappy team. I think they can keep it within 10. So give me the Falcons. I think that's one of the better free picks.
So we have Braden Mossman likes to take one of my picks, and he's one of those guys who I did 38 videos, so he just goes picks one out, and he just says, yeah, that game went, you lost that under pick on that game, that free pick. Yep, I did. I've lost a lot of free picks I've given them. I do about, I've done about 14,000 videos. Top notch cappers with their top premium picks. If you're hitting the 58% range, it's pretty good. 58, 59% would be phenomenal. And so that is what got about. You got a choice of about 6,000-7,000 more out there that you can just put as a comment also. Ron? Oh, Chris.
I'll take Atlanta as well. I think this is a 10-point game. I think it comes in just under that number. I think Atlanta sneaks in the back door close to the end of the game. So give me Atlanta and the points.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I like the Falcons here. The Chiefs, as good as they've been, 13-1 overall, they're only 6-7 against the spread, and that's just key when you look at, like Brian said, the Filet-O-Fish team of the year. And a lot of people bet on them, and they're not really covering spreads for a reason. I mean, there's no need to blow out an opponent when you're already clinched the AFC West. I mean, they're going to win this game, and they'll clinch home field advantage. But it doesn't need to be a blowout. So I'll take the Falcons and the points. I think this is going to be a touchdown game.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. Give me the Falcons and the points here. Chiefs all year, they're just looking to get the win. Get the win. That's it. They have no interest in covering anything. And that's just what we've seen from them all year. So I don't see that changing. Chiefs win by a touchdown. Give me the Falcons plus the points.
I'm going to do the computer pick show. It's just the schedules have been way weird this week, and so it makes it tough when there's all these daytime games and stuff. I just haven't had time to do it, and it's like the games at night, it just doesn't fit to do the computer pick show. But you can get Spread Knowledge software. It's $9 for 3 days, so it's less than $3 a day. And if you can't afford $3 a day to get something that you really want, stop betting now. Turn off our show and stop betting, because I can't tell someone they can't afford $3 a day to bet on sports. That would be really, really bad for you. When betting stops being fun, you got to stop. And I talked about my addictions that I've had in the past the other day. I talked about it. I've talked about it on the show before. And it's like, I drank about 15 years past fun, you know. So, anyways, so betting is something that, you know, has put a financial burden on you in any way. It's caused any kind of problems in your life. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's like, I get it, you know. I get it. We love you still. And you can come back when you get it back together, you know? Where are we? Me?
Yeah, it's you.
Over. 53. Pittsburgh against the Colts. Colts missing their 2 offensive tackles. This is one of those positions where you don't talk about it too much. But, man, are they important. That's why they make the big money. That's why they're always, you know, offensive tackles are just, you know, the good ones are just legendary. Brian?
Yeah, I wonder if somebody's out for Pittsburgh because I see a negative -1 for Colts in some spots. And the line's really starting to fluctuate a little bit. I like the Steelers most of the week, but I think I'm going to go with the Colts here. Steelers have shown they've had struggles last couple of weeks. I think that continues. I think the Colts come in and beat them up with their defense. Take Indianapolis to win straight up. Money line, lay the point, whatever you have to do.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on Indianapolis as well. I think we're seeing Pittsburgh, you know, crawl to the finish line, and Indianapolis is coming on strong right now. So I'll take the Colts. I'll take them on the money line. I won't even worry about the point. I'll take Indianapolis on the money line.
And for me in this one, you know, when you got two good teams that are fighting for division titles, this is going to be not only a good game to watch, but it's going to be a defensive battle, I think. 2 strong defenses and 2 defenses that can stop the run very well. I think the under is the play for me here. I think this is going to be a defensive battle between 2 teams that really want it, so I'll take the under.
For me, this one I'm with Ron. Give me the under. The Colts are going to have a tough time scoring. They're going to have toughest time keeping the Steelers defense at bay without Phillip Rivers going to be running for his life this game. I say if you can find a sack prop that goes over, he's definitely going to go over. He's going to get beat up today. I like the under. Give me the under. Definitely smash mouth football game.
I like the Colts. I don't care about the tackles out. Steelers still can't catch the ball. Until they can start catching the football consistently and making plays, then you can beat a Colts defense like this. This is going to be a defensive game all the way. 2 playoff teams, and it's going to be some smash mouth. I think we're going to see some turnovers in this game too. I like the Colts. Ravens against the Giants. Daniel Jones is back in action for the Giants just in time. You know the Ravens mop the floor with the lousy teams, and they really go. What do you call it? Sitting Bull at Bighorn or whatever it was. Right? What's his name? The guy at Bighorn. Bighorn.
Sitting Bull.
No, I don't think it was Sitting Bull. I'll find out.
For me, I'm going to go with the Giants here plus the points. I need Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, to have a big game, but I just think that they sleepwalk through this one, win it by a touchdown. Giants cover. Giants look brutal last 2 weeks or so. I'll take the points in the Giants here.
I'm going to stick with the Ravens here.
Crazy horse.
Baltimore's his. Yeah.
They're going crazy horse on their ass.
Crazy horse, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy horse from the Battle of Little Bighorn. Crazy horse going nuts. That's what the Ravens do, man. It's like they just find like some weak team and they just roll them up.
I hope so. I hope they roll them up. I just don't see it.
They roll them up and smoke them.
Yeah.
Ruffalo when he hears the alarm clock go off. in the morning. It's like
we need to get Chris a big cigar. I can see him smoking a big cigar.
I like Baltimore by at least 2 touchdowns here, and I'll light up a cigar.
I agree. I like the Ravens here. And as much as I'd like to take the Giants in this spot, getting 10 points is just, the Ravens, they need a win here, and so do the Giants. But look at New York's last 2 games. They look miserable against the Browns and Cardinals. I know the quarterback situation hasn't been the easiest, but, Daniel Jones, I don't think is 100%. And the Ravens, I think they're just going to take care of business and win by 2 touchdowns or more at home.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I like the Ravens here. It's just that time of year. They're starting to get healthy. They're starting to play. Ravens blowout.
Larry Bird lost to Magic Johnson. I have it right here. Picture of it's on the wall.
French Lick, Indiana.
Yep. The pride of French Lick. I got pulled over there once. Going to the casino back that area.
Ooh.
Forget the name of it. It was in Rising Sun, Indiana. The casino. Yep. I like Ravens. Got the Texans against the Bengals. The Bengals coming off the big win against the Steelers. That was their season. But a little bit of confidence going. 7.5. With that hook. Brian?
Yeah, I believe this is a game where the hook comes into play. I don't think, there could be a letdown factor with the Bengals, but I like Finley in there. I see the Texans winning by a touchdown, and if you can get the 7.5, take the Bengals. I think should cash.
Has there ever been more of like a 7-point team than the Texans? It's like they either always lose by 7 or win by 7. It's like it's always on 7, for these guys. Last week, right, they were on the right side of it. They lost by 7. They were getting the 7.5 against the Colts. This week, they're on the other side of it.
I like getting points with the Texans, not giving them up.
Yeah, I'm on the Bengals as well. I don't want to lay 7. I don't want to lay the hook either with the Texans. I could see this being a 7-point game. So if you can get the hook, take the Bengals if it's 7. At a push, I think so. But I'll take Cincinnati in the points.
I was way behind on my comments here.
Yeah, I completely agree with you guys. I like the Bengals and the points. This could be like a letdown spot, like Brian said, after a big win over the Steelers, a game that they dominated from start to finish. But, getting that hook, that 7.5, that's key for me here. So I think the Bengals is the valuable play.
For me, I like the over. I think both offenses can score. We easily get over this number. I like the over. Give me the over.
I like the Bengals. We got Washington against the Panthers. The line dropped 2.5 points, or 1.5 points in this one. Of course, Ron Rivera used to be the coach of the Panthers. He drafted all those players on that team, so he kind of knows their tendencies and exactly what they're all about. Of course, once again, Washington, kind of meaningless game for the Panthers, but Washington really needs it. They could be spoilers here, the Panthers. I don't think, pro athletes ever don't try. Yeah,
is there a confirmed starter yet in this game?
The best was we're going to tank it for Andrew Luck. It's like everyone got cut and fired. It's like, yeah, tanked it for him. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, Jim Caldwell was really around to share the Andrew Luck bounty. It was like he was fired like right after the last game of the season. It's like, yeah, he was tanking it. No way. No way.
Did they confirm a starting quarterback yet for Washington?
Yeah, it's going to be Brett Favre.
Yeah, we know that.
Brett Favre. Yes, it will be.
I'm gonna lean towards the under in this game. I just think Washington has a very stout defense, and no matter who starts at quarterback, especially if it's Haskins, they're gonna struggle to score. Panthers aren't a big offensive team.
It's a tough decision, so they remain undecided.
I'll take the under. I don't think it's tough. I think if Alex Smith is healthy, Alex Smith is healthy, you stick him
Alex
in there.
Smart coming in from pickdogs.com to play quarterback.
I got Alex Smart on my mind. There definitely is a smart play in this game. You just got to be in tuned and have the right guy behind you. Anyway, take the under.
Alex Smart, they interview him after the game. It's like, we were laying a point. I knew I knew to get the job done. I guess sometimes you got to just do it yourself.
They're doing the post-game interview. So what's next for you? Well, catch me on the drive-through Monday at 6 o'clock Eastern.
It's like, I got the drive-through, but I got a great 3-pack tonight in the NBA.
This line's dropping to a pick across the board. I mean, a little bit of worrisome here. To me, it's a trap game.
How is a team playing for a playoff spot a trap game? I don't see that.
Oh, we'll see.
I don't see it.
I'm on Washington here. I'm on Washington. I normally am a fan of Teddy Bridgewater getting points, but Washington's the only team with anything to play for here, and it's hard to believe that the NFC East winner could actually finish 500 this season. So, but I think that's the spot that Washington's in. I like Washington in the spot.
So, Ron Romanelli, okay, who plays? Who's the second string tight end on the Jets? Any idea?
I know
How about
starter.
who's like a second string wide receiver on the Jets?
I guess Crowder or Mims.
Well, he's first string, right? So what about like Braxton Berrios or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Right. So, and how about on the Jags? Like, who's like a backup guy on the Jags, right? I mean, it's even tough to name these guys. So here's the comment: Jets and Jags not looking to win. Draft picks more important. Oh yeah. You think that? Let's find out exactly. I'll just pick a guy, and we'll see what other career he has that's going to pay him the same thing as he gets for playing 17 weeks in the NFL. I don't know. I never understand this. I hear this comment since the day I started, before we were doing live video, even when I was doing regular videos, when we used to have our chat room, people said these same comments. It's like, when you get to the end of the season, or even like last year, the Dolphins are tanking it for Tua. It's like, you don't understand, like these guys like, Xavier Dixon or something, right? Or whatever his name is, right? He's a great secondary player, right? In the secondary. But do you think he's going to earn that kind of money, in his second career after football? I mean, I don't know his aptitude. I'm going to guess he's not a dummy, right? Because we see him, he's a ball hawk, right? But at the same time, he's making what, 20? Yeah, he doesn't care about that. They don't care about their jobs. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, It doesn't even make any sense. So, Connor McDermott, okay? You think he doesn't care about winning today for the Jets and like playing the best that he could possibly play? When they go back and, they watch the film, they rewatch it, they circle, they have like a camera on every position. Bill Belichick has 2 cameras, one for his position, one for the other guy's position, right? And one for the sideline. He's got 3. But a guy like this, and then they go back and they watch the film, right? And they see like, oh, he made his assignment. Oh, look at the block he did here on this type of running play and stuff like that. You don't think that this guy wants to put on the very best show that he can today. So when his agent shows that film at the negotiation table, because he wants a higher draft pick, yeah, they're going to draft the guy that's going to replace him is what's going to happen. Yeah, he's real excited about that. That makes zero. What sense does that make? I don't even get
careers out there.
It just does. It's like I go through this all the time. I don't even understand it. You think Sam Darnold is really thrilled about Trevor Lawrence coming to town? You think what's Sam making? You think Sam's going to be, think if Sam hits the free agent market, he's going to make what he's making now? I doubt it. I don't even get it. That doesn't even make any sense to me. Yeah, Bryce Harper's just not going to hit today because got this kid that's coming up out of high school.
And Darnold's average salary annually $7.6 million.
Because he's on his rookie contract still.
Yeah.
So you think the Jets are going to re-up him if they sign Trevor Lawrence? No way. You think he's going to get like an Andy Dalton thing where he gets shuffled around the league is what's going to happen if he doesn't. Anyways, let's get back to it. I never understand these comments. I hear it every single year, right? Every year we go through this. They're going to tank, for Tua. They got Tua. Now they got a Woodstock thing going on. Same thing, David Woodley, Don Strock. It's like whoever's playing good, we just put him in. Mm-hmm. Guys are probably too.
I remember you predicted Tua would be the best NFL quarterback ever, or just for the Dolphins.
I think before it's all said and done, he will be one of the top NFL quarterbacks to ever play the game. He makes throws that no other quarterback can make. He can make throws. He throws a better ball than any quarterback I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of quarterbacks. This guy throws ropes, man. This guy puts spin on the ball, and that's why he can make those throws, those out patterns that nobody else can throw. Those, for everybody else, that's a dangerous pass. For this guy, it's, whoa, did you see that?
Seeing Dolphins win with like no-name guys.
This guy's good, man. This guy's good.
Give him some weapons to work with.
Look who they have.
I can't wait.
Yeah, they don't have.
Can't wait.
There's no Julio Jones on this team.
No.
They got Devontae Parker. He plays 3 games a year.
Just Gesicki's a good tight end.
Oh, yeah. Superstar.
I said he's good. I didn't say he's...
Yeah, but it's not, but if you list the top 20 tight ends in the NFL, is he in there? Travis Kelce? Is he in there with the guy from the Niners?
Gesicki might be
Kittle.
around number 20.
How about these other tight ends from Iowa last year that went really high? Font and the other guy on the Lions.
Hawkinson.
All right. Since the Jets don't want to win. Did we all get through Washington and the Panthers?
No, I got to get my own pick.
All right, like I said, we'll get to the next game. Now, go ahead.
I like the under here. Washington, they rely on their defense, and this is a game that they need to win to keep an edge on Dallas and the Giants and even the Eagles behind them. So if they're going to win it, they're going to have to play a strong defensive game, and that's where I think this game's going to be under the total.
For me in this one, I'm going to take the Panthers. Washington's been playing good. Their defense has won them a bunch of games, but this is where it stops. They get upset here. I'm going to take the Panthers. Panthers are 6-0 ATS. The last 6 is a road underdog. 8-1 the last 9 as an underdog. The last 10 games, the underdog is 8-2 in this series. I'm going to take the Panthers. Outright them.
But Rod, the Panthers, if they lose out and everything stays as is, they're drafting 4th overall in the draft, and if they win, they move all the way to 13th. Oh, you think they're just going to tank it?
No. They're gonna come out
but this is the logic that people are using.
No, I thought Mitch was actually arguing that point. I was like,
I'm just saying. I just googled like what are the draft standings right now? For the 2021 draft.
Yeah,
the Panthers are sitting 4th. They're 4-10. They're the worst of the 4-10s. They're in the catbird seat of the 4-10s. The Eagles are the worst position of the 4-10s because of the tie. They're 4-9. But the Panthers are in the best position of the 4-10s. Boy, a Bengals win, they could slip into 3rd.
See what happens if somebody wins that NFC East there, that crappy division. You win that division, you drop in your draft. Like No wonder nobody wants to win that division.
Washington is in the 19th position right now. Yeah. It's
Crazy.
Yeah,
Panthers.
Broncos and the Chargers. I like the Broncos. I'm going to say it right now. I like the Broncos. I think this is a perfect game for Anthony Lynn to coach his team right out of a cover. They'll probably lose.
Yep. I agree with Mitch. I got in on the Broncos +3 earlier. I see it's at 2.5. Public's liking the Chargers after 2 straight wins, but give me Denver in that running game today.
I'm going to take the points with Denver here because the money line I'm only seeing +120 range. Just not enough value there. I'd rather have the 2.5 points than the +120. If it was +140, I would take Denver.
Take the points.
Yeah, take the points. Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Broncos as well. I said it before. Till the Chargers fire Anthony Lynn, they're not seeing a dime of my money. So give me the Broncos here.
You look a little different today. You Botoxing?
Took my glasses off for a second.
Oh, all right. Ron?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. I like the Broncos. The first game these two teams played, it was all Chargers until the fourth quarter, where Anthony Lynn said, let me get in there and change this game up a little bit. And the Broncos won the game outright on the last-minute touchdown. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see the same thing happen here. I'll take the Broncos.
Right.
I think the Broncos, but I like the over. These teams, we're not going to see too much defense here. We're going to see a lot of scoring. Yeah, give me the over.
Got the Cowboys against the Eagles. Line has moved 3 points. I like the Cowboys. I've cashed on them last week on the money line. I'm going to play a money line again against the Eagles. I don't like it as much as I liked it last week, but I'll tell you what. I like it. I like it enough because Doug Peterson is one shitty-ass coach, and he will coach you right out of any kind of cover. You don't want to be laying points with the Philadelphia Eagles because what's going to happen is they're going to be up. There's going to be some kind of stupid play, and instead of just kicking the extra point, he's going to go for 2, and they're not going to get it, and it's going to cost you your cover if they are going to win. But I could see them losing outright. I mean, I could see them botching this thing. There's no, mobile quarterback that the Cowboys haven't seen. They have Dak Prescott as their regular QB. It's like, these guys have all seen that before. Practice. Got to go to practice. Talking about practice. Brian?
For me, big bettors are taking the Eagles, but I don't agree with them. I think the Cowboys, Eagles aren't a team I want to lay points with on the road. So for me, it's the Cowboys plus the 3. Also, the Cowboys, the prop bet, plus 1,600 to win the NFC East. I want to put 100 on that today. I think the Cowboys sweep out. And I'm not going to – I like the Cowboys to win the NFC East at plus 1,600 and win today plus 3.
Chris is supposed to be our franchise player. We're just talking about practice. Chris?
Yeah, I'm on Dallas as well. For all the reason you guys mentioned, Doug Peterson going to coach out of a game faster than anybody else, and I think Dallas is trying to pick it up down the stretch, and they still got the more talented roster side by side, in my opinion. So, give me Dallas with the free field goal at home.
I meant the Botox comment in the nicest possible way too. Ron?
Yeah,
it was a
compliment.
It was a compliment.
I'm going to take the Cowboys on the money line, and I'm just about to go punch in what Brian just said on the Cowboys to win the NFC East. I think that's a great value. And if the Cowboys, a team that we call them America's team for a reason, they bring in a lot of TV ratings, and it would make sense for them to make the postseason over a team like Washington. But I do think they get the win here at home against an Eagles team that hasn't impressed me enough to lay anything with them on the road. So, I'll take the Cowboys on the money line.
Rod?
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Cowboys on the money line. We were on them last week and cashed there, and they're going to do it again. They're going to outright this lousy Eagles team. No problem.
So a couple of quick notes here on some line moves. Seattle now 1.5 over the Rams. That's moved up from 1 when we started the show. Washington down to a pick 'em against the Panthers. And the Colts now favored by a point against the Steelers. So those are all line moves. And that Jet-Browns line is 6.5 is where I'm seeing it. The Broncos, we already talked, is 2.5. There was 3s out there this morning, but it's 2.5 now. So just throwing those out there. Not that I'm doing any betting while I'm on the show. I would do it all the time. All right, yeah. What? You need to see my... What tickets are you talking? You got a problem? You don't need to see it. I wouldn't be hiding tickets or anything. Seattle against the Rams. Line move, like I just said. It's been 2, now then it was 1, and now back to 1.5. The Bucs kind of trying to get some Ram action here. Brian?
For me, we got a divisional matchup here, a key one. Very important. Line opened up at 48.5. The total's down to 47.5. I'm going to go under. I think we're going to see a good defensive battle. Even though Seattle's defense hasn't been the best. Give me the under here.
Chris? Can't hear you. Ron?
And this game, I'm going to take the Seahawks. I mean, it's going to be a great game to watch, and it's a lean at best. But Seattle can clinch the division with a win here, and Rams obviously coming off an embarrassing loss. I think Russell Wilson gets the job done. I'll take the Seahawks.
Chris, you back with us?
Yeah, sorry about that. I like the over here. Seattle's defense hasn't been much of anything so far this season, and the Rams, well, I'm not backing them after that loss to the Jets, so I think we see some fair share of our points here, so give me the over.
Right.
For me, I'm with Brian. I'm with Brian. This is going to go under. Divisional battle. These teams are going to beat each other up. Someone wins by a field goal at the end, but I like the under in this game. And I lean Seattle. I think Seattle kicks that field goal at the end and gets the win, but I like the under.
Every week I've been saying, divisional matchups in December always go under, and I've been pretty much spot on that so far, but I like the over in this one. I just don't see that Seattle defense holding up, and I think Seattle's going to have to open it up against the Rams, who are somewhat vulnerable. We saw it last week, that secondary is vulnerable. And interesting to see what happens. One of my wagers was bounced, so one of these lines has moved. Let's see what that is. Here it is. It's the Jags line has dropped to 8. The Ravens are now 9.5. We're seeing 2 against the that's a dropper. Anyways, come back. There's going to be plenty more of that action. We got Sunday Night Football, Packers against the Titans. I'll be live at halftime for this game. Of course, I'll be live for the early games as well. Last night, back onto form, smashing it. Dolphins over, second half over, and Dolphins -3.5 at +115. Got all those on our live show last night, so hopefully you guys tuned in at halftime. Of course, be sure to smash the like button. We have 1,350 people watching this right now. I'd say holy shit to that one. Thank you guys for all tuning in. It's awesome to watch this show grow every single day and every single week. And, just be sure to hit the like button. It costs you nothing. It helps us a ton. We don't ask for any money. We don't sit here and, pawn our premium picks off on you. We do one small promotion here and there. But, we're not like... I'm not going to give you this one because it's my premium, whatever. So,
I was going to say, check out my premium picks.
Yeah, check out Brian's premium picks.
I got my tin cup out.
Check out my premium picks. We don't throw discount codes at you, these stupid things. We just, deliver and, have fair prices on the premium stuff. But for this stuff, it's free. And it's like people say we should charge, and I say no. Same thing with halftime. Brian said we should charge.
Charge, yeah.
I mean, even
Last
people
15
like
minutes.
even people that are premium members and stuff, they're all saying you should charge an extra fee for your halftime shows. It's like
Pay-per-view.
nah. All I'm asking for is thumbs
You're
up.
too nice.
I don't think it's too much to ask for. A thumbs up. I will grovel. Speaking of groveling, Titans and the Packers, the books groveling for Packer action here, which is rare.
Yeah, and they're also groveling for overaction. It's dropped about almost around 3 points here. I see a ton of running the football, especially from the Titans. And I love to go under in primetime games. I'm going to go under here. I'm going to take Derrick Henry to score the first touchdown. It's not the biggest payout, plus 490. But I can see Derrick Henry running it in.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Titans here. I think that Derrick Henry does have a big game against that Green Bay defense that had trouble against San Francisco in the NFC Championship last year. And they didn't do much to improve the run defense. So take Tennessee in the points. And I'm with Brian. I like Derrick Henry as well. Plus, I got plus 550. But I like Derrick Henry to score the first touchdown as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under in this game. I think total's a bit too high for me in a game where both teams need it. Both teams, solid teams, and Titans obviously fighting for that division title. Packers looking to clinch the home field advantage and or get a home field advantage. But I think both teams have great running backs, but both teams have been solid against the run, and I think that's going to push to the under in this game. And I think the first touchdown, I'm going to take Aaron Jones.
So Broncos money line has moved up to plus 115. It was at plus 110. So it's plus 115 now, so a little bit more value there on the money line, but the line is still plus 2.5. Rod? And the Texans Bengals is still there. All right. Colts.
For me in this one, I think this is a 3-point game either way. So if you got -3, I think we're going to get a push here. I think, and I like the over. I like the over more than anything. Both teams are going to score. I know both teams can stop the run, so that means we're going to have to air the ball out. And the Titans are vulnerable against the pass, and then we know the Packers D can give up points as well. So I lean the over. Give me the over in this game.
Titans have gone now plus 3.5, but at minus 120. So
Carolina -1 now.
Yep. It's how I pay for all this shit. Anyways, I like the over in this game. I think there's going to be a lot of running, but we've seen that Packer defense against in December before in January against the run. I don't think that memory of that championship game last year will ever be erased from my memory. I think Mostert just scored again. It's like it was ridiculous, and until the Packers show me that they can have a shutdown defense, you put it up against the best running back in the entire NFL. Good luck. And you put up that secondary against Aaron Rodgers. Good luck. Going to be a shootout at Lambeau. I know the weather's supposed to be bad. Snow.
They're still going to score.
Yeah, I've seen shootouts in the snow at Lambeau for sure. It's not like the old days of the frozen tundra. We're talking about heated fields and all kinds of stuff going.
Yeah, I like Devontae Adams to score the first touchdown.
That's a stupid choice.
I see a couple 53s out there now.
I'm just kidding. I just didn't know what to say. I'm going to go for Brown for the Titans. Scores a lot of touchdowns. Seems to score. Corey Davis, Brown, someone like that. Derrick Henry, one of the football players. But I'll go with Brown since I said that first. All right, got NBA action tonight. Love me some NBA action. Got Anything anyone wants to say about the NFL before we move on to the NBA? Any of you guys got anything wow, you guys, we did my thing and then you went past me and then I want to call you an idiot for what you said. No? Well, we'll neither confirm nor deny the Botox comment. We've got Clippers against the Mavericks. I'm still on the Doritos from yesterday. We got the Clippers and the Mavericks. Clips laying 5 against the Mavs. The Mavs have looked depleted, right? They just look gassed in the fourth quarter of these games. They've drawn a tough schedule, right, to start, all on the road, and they look gassed. Meanwhile, the Clippers, all of a sudden, everyone's playing well on the Clippers. The Clippers are a team where everyone plays well or everyone plays out. There's no one guy kind of lifts them up. It was Lou last year and the year before that, right? Lou Williams. It's like the trade that, they would love to have back. Right? It's like, why did we trade Lou Williams to the Clippers? It's like, what the hell are we thinking? It's like, it was him, that dominated the fourth quarter. But now it just seems that Beverly's playing well. Everyone's playing well, right? They seem to have, they lost Harrell. But it might be addition by subtraction. I think they're better without him. Paul George is taking his game to a whole new level. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I know Dallas really looked lost last time out, but it's just the big bettors are taking Dallas and the smaller guys like the Clips today. I'm going to go with the big bettors and the Dallas Mavericks plus the points. I think they can keep within 3 points.
Yeah, I'm still going to lean towards the Clippers here. I think they're playing extremely well early on, and I don't think Luka Doncic can't do it all on his own, especially if he's got a banged up knee. I'm going to lean towards the Clippers and the points in this one.
Maybe if you stop humping his leg like a Cocker Spaniel, he's got a chance to heal and run.
Obviously, the key in this game is Kawhi. I remember I was watching the game and I was dozing off a little bit, and I look up and all of a sudden Kawhi's on the court with blood all over him. I said, "What the heck happened to Kawhi Leonard?" But obviously 8 stitches in his mouth, so we'll see if he plays. He probably will, but I think the Mavericks can keep this game close, and I think they're going to catch a cover on the road here. You're getting 5 points. Make sure you check and see if Kawhi's playing or not. Obviously, the line will reflect that, but I'll take the Mavericks.
For me in this one, I'm taking the Clippers. They're just off to the better start. Everybody's playing. They're looking like a team playing. And Dallas, they've got one guy, like Luka Doncic. They have no depth in scoring. I don't trust this Mavericks team at all. The public's always enamored with them. I'm going to take the Clippers here.
Kind of like over. Got the Nets and the Hornets. This line is at 10.5 points, double digits. Welcome to the NBA. Brian?
Yeah, talk about enamored public teams. That would be the Brooklyn Nets. And I think the time to bet the Nets is past. That opened up at 7.5 up to 10.5. I think they win by 8-9 points. But with this amount of points to take the Hornets at home, I think they cover.
I'm still going to ride with the public early on. At least for one more game. I like the Nets here. I don't like what I'm really seeing early on from the Hornets, and I just don't know if they have the horses to hang with Brooklyn in this one. So give me the Nets.
Obviously both of these teams have a lot of hype going into the season. Brooklyn, KD and Kyrie finally playing together, and Charlotte with the LaMelo Ball, and obviously Charlotte hasn't really performed while Brooklyn has. But I think this is just a case of too many points. The Hornets did play yesterday, but they're getting 10.5. I just think that's too many. I think this is a single-digit win for the Nets, so I'll take the Hornets and the points.
What do you think about the way that Brooklyn kind of put away the Celtics there on Christmas Day, where the Celtics couldn't hit shots and everything was going in, on the other side for Brooklyn? It wasn't just Kevin Durant and Kyrie; it was kind of everybody joined in on the party there. What did you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Boston had the lead at halftime, and then all of a sudden, just Brooklyn, bang, every shot was falling. I think that just shows how versatile the offense is for the Nets. But I think the Hornets do have the gunners. Terry Rozier, they've got some scorers that can keep this game rather close, and they did play yesterday, so fatigue could be a problem. But I do think that the Hornets catch a cover at home.
Fatigue always a problem for me. Rod.
For me in this one, exactly the Hornets team on a back-to-back. 10.5. I think that's light. You're actually getting value there. I think the Nets should be favored by more than that. Give me Brooklyn here. They win this by way more than 10.
The Wizards and the Magic part 2. These teams just played last night. I had given the Wizards in the video 2 days ago, and then I gave out the Magic on the show. Did an about face. Happens. Things happen. This one opened with the Wiz minus 1.5. The line opened before the game last night when the Magic won by 10. Brian, do you think the Magic double up on them? It's hard to beat the same team twice in a row.
Well, I've been right about the Magic the first 2 games. This game I'm going to fade them and take the Wizards. Normally I don't like to play the same team on back-to-back games, so I'm going to go with Washington here. I think they get the win.
I'm going to take Washington as well. I was on the wrong side of that one yesterday, but I think Washington bounces back, gets that elusive win today, and I think we see Orlando take a step back here. So give me Washington to play the bucket.
And just like we've seen in college basketball, and like Mitch said, it's really tough to beat the same team twice, especially on a back-to-back days. So you know what? I think the Wizards catch a win here and at home, and I think the Magic are handed their first loss of the season.
This is just a weird thing. There's 2 games today like this where back-to-back games, and it's not like a home and home. They're both at the same arena. Rod?
I think I'm going to stick with the same thing we saw yesterday. The Magic get the win over the Wizards. I think they come in here and do the exact same thing. I don't see any change. I'll take the Magic to beat the Wizards again.
Me and Rod are opposites today.
Spurs against the Pelicans. I had the Spurs yesterday. I like them again here against the Pelicans. How about you, Brian?
Yeah, we had this. I've been loving up on the Spurs, but I'm going to change course and take the Pelicans. They're bound to get a win. I think the Pelicans will win by 10 here. I think it should be an easy cover. Take the Pels.
Spurs, ever since the bubble last year, they just were tearing it up there. And
I love the way they played last night. They looked really good.
It's the same way they played in the bubble, and they haven't played that same way since. Chris, how about down by 4 with a minute and a half left to go? They win by 5. Right?
Yeah. Well, I think that's just a testament to what San Antonio can do when they're actually healthy.
The word I was looking for was testicular fortitude, Chris. That's what.
Chris has a lot of testicular
fortitude of the.
Great. That's gonna be a word that I use probably 3 or 4 times today. The
whole show.
Yeah, no, give me the Spurs.
The whole thing.
Give me the Spurs. I think the Spurs keep this one within 3 or 4 points. So give me San Antonio.
For me in this game, obviously the Spurs look great this season, and that could be due to their coaching. Got the best coach in the league, and that's good for a few wins early on in the year. But I think this could be a letdown spot for the Spurs, and I think the Pelicans have the team to win this game by more than 5.5. So I'll take New Orleans and lay the points.
And I'll take the hot Spurs. They started the season they're looking really good. They can easily keep this within a 1 possession of the Pelicans. Take the Spurs and the points. I also like the under in this game. Let's see a big running back and forth shootout. I think got a little lower scoring here. Give me the Spurs and the under.
I like the Spurs. Cavs against the Sixers, back-to-back road games for Philly, who covered yesterday against the Knicks. Just tells you how bad the Knicks are, I think, more than anything else. I like the Cavs here. Points.
I was surprised that the Knicks didn't get the cover yesterday, but I've been riding the Cavaliers through the first two, and I'm going to continue it here. I think they could win it outright. They're playing good basketball, but take the points for safety. It's one of the better free NBA picks. Cavaliers all day.
Wow, Chris, that seems like you might be exhausted with this game.
No, I have a headache whenever I see the Sixers on the board. Yeah, I'll lay the points in Philadelphia to lean, but I can't back Cleveland in this spot. I don't like the Cavaliers for much of anything this season. So, they're 2-0. I like Philadelphia in this spot.
I watched the Sixers and Knicks game yesterday, and I think the two things that the Knicks could have done that would have either at least got them the cover or even a win outright would just be two simple fundamental things. Make their open shots and box out. They couldn't do either because that's just how bad the Knicks are. But I think Cleveland can. So I'll take the Cavaliers and I'll take the points, and I would not be surprised to see them win this game outright. I don't think the 76ers are as good as their 2-0 record may indicate.
Yeah, I've been riding Cavaliers as well. They easily keep this, if not outright, the 76ers. Take the Cavaliers. They know how to box out and hit their open shots. So definitely, like Ron said, Cleveland teams come to play.
I like the Cavs. Bucks against the Knicks. The Bucks are kind of like the Ravens. They really know how to bust up the bad teams, right? And then against the really, really good teams, it's always nip and tuck. Usually they get tucked. Brian?
As a tiny lean, Knicks have burned me a little bit this season, but I'm going to take them again. It's just, I've given up on the Knicks winning games. Just trying to see if they can cover some. So I'm gonna take the points in the Knicks in the lean.
Yeah, I gave up on them yesterday. Give me the Bucks. I think the Bucks flatten the Knicks here.
Yeah, I could confidently say the Knicks are the worst team in the league, and when your first round pick from last year shoots 2 of 15 from the field, I don't think you're catching a cover at home. So I'll take the Bucks, and I'll lay 20. The Knicks are just miserable. I think the Bucks win this easily.
Obi Toppin's still out for the Knicks because he didn't play yesterday.
I'm not sure, but I know he didn't play. Let me see.
I think he's still out.
Yeah, he's going to miss another 6 games at least.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely not a game I'm going to rush to the window to bet, but I'll put $60 on the Bucks to blow out the Knicks.
Got the Pacers against the Celtics. Celtics are kind of like the Chiefs, right? Just like the square fest, kind of like the Notre Dames of NBA. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go with the over here. It's not the classic NBA Eastern Conference battle that it used to be on defense. I think we're going to see a lot of scoring back and forth. I think it cruises over that total of 220.5.
Steve Bowers wants to know what I was doing out in Indiana. I used to live in Cincinnati, and what I was doing in Indiana was gambling. I know that shocks you guys, but it's exactly what I was doing. I'm not going to apologize for it either. It's none of your business. Chris?
Yeah, give me an Indiana here. I like the way the Pacers started the season, and Boston, I think this is going to be a bit of a down spot for them on the road here. So give me Indiana, lay the points.
Yeah, I agree. I think Indiana could definitely win this game, and if you're catching points at home, it's even better. So I'll take the points with the Pacers.
Mark C, thank you for the super chat. Rod, certainly
Yeah, I think
not necessary, but appreciated. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
For me, in this one, Pacers off to a nice start of the year, and they don't even have all their guys playing. So for me, I like the Pacers here. I think they continue to roll. I think they get the outright win, and beat the Celtics here on Sunday. The Pacers money line.
Got the Warriors and the Bulls, two once proud franchises.
Yeah, for me, it's just a lean here, but I can't lay points on with the Warriors, not at this point. I'm going to take the Bulls at home plus the points. I think they finally get a win here, but play it safe, take the points.
These teams suck, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over here. I think two teams play a little defense. I think we're going to see a lot of points in this one, so give me the over.
I like the Bulls at home getting points. I do think that they're going to get their first win of the season. Obviously the Warriors have played two tough teams, but they've been blown out of the water in both of those games, and I just think the Bulls have more talent, more depth at least, and I wouldn't call it talent, but I'll take the Bulls in the points.
Yeah, the Warriors of Curry, and I don't think he can do it all. So give me the Bulls here. They outright beat the Warriors today.
Okay. Got the Kings and the Suns.
Yesterday I cashed with the Kings, but today, as far as the free picks go, I'm going to go over the number of 226.5. I think a little bit of tired legs out there, no defense getting played. I think it soars over.
I think the Kings cover the 3 here. I think Sacramento's going to want to get revenge, and I think we see the Kings come out and win this one. I'm going to go Kings on the money line. I think Sacramento actually wins this game. So you take 3 points if you want, but I think Sacramento wins this one. So give me the Kings here.
Hey, we've seen the Kings open the season with 2 outright wins as dogs, but as I've said before, it's tough to beat a team twice, and I think the Suns have a real solid team this year. We saw how well they played in the bubble, and I think that this is a bounce back spot and a Suns win on the road here. So I'll lay the points with Phoenix.
For me, I think the Kings do exactly what they did yesterday. They got out to a lead, and they just held that lead. The Suns kept trying to pick at it and get close. They just never did. So I like Sacramento here. I think they outright beat the Suns again. Give me the Kings money line.
All these negative comments about Tua because you guys know nothing about football. Lakers
look
against.
What he's done. Look what Tua's done with nobody. He's got nobody. Like he's
the guy's played 4 games.
Yeah. And he looks real good. He just needs some he needs some weapons.
He had. A year ago they thought he was never going to play football again. I mean, this guy's going to be a superstar.
I don't know if I'm ready to anoint him a superstar yet, but
he's no Carson Wentz.
No. I don't know. I mean, if he was such a superstar, they wouldn't have pulled him and put Fitzpatrick in last night. I mean, but he's got some growing to do. We'll see what happens.
What was his completion percentage when they pulled him? 85% or something? It wasn't like he wasn't completing passes.
No, he's good. I just don't know if he's like a superstar.
He's young. He's a rookie quarterback. I mean,
and Jalen Hurts looked good for the Eagles so far. I mean, I wouldn't call him a superstar.
Well, Jalen Hurts runs the football. He's a running back playing quarterback. That's going to get you only so far. If you can't run as fast as Lamar Jackson, it only gets you so far. And especially when you have a trash coach, man. Really. I mean, how does his head even fit through the tunnel to get onto the field?
I think the Cowboys will take him down a peg today. Well, we'll see.
Lakers against the Timberwolves. T-Wolves go into the Utah and bust up the Jazz. Man, I had the Jazz. I switched out my Pacers pick, put in the Jazz, and I paid the price for it. And the Jazz claw all the way back. They play like dump the whole game. Get it down to 3 points. They brick the shot. I mean, they had it all the way down to 5 seconds left to go in the game. Right? They call the timeout, 4.2 seconds. They got the guys drilling threes. They're ready. We're going to go to overtime. We're going to get the cover. 5-second violation. They don't even get the pass in. It's like, what? What the hell just happened? It's like, how does that happen? In an NBA game, 4.2 seconds left. They can't get the pass in. How does that happen? It happened. Timberwolves 2-0 heading into Los Angeles to take on LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers. Ryan.
Yeah, this pick's dedicated to my buddy Al Nino, so I'm taking the Lakers here today. I just think they're trying to bait you into taking the Timberwolves at 2-0, giving you all these points. I don't think it's going to work. Lakers win by 20.
You're just hoping he sends you that Oral Hershiser jersey or the.
That's right. I'm taking the Lakers today, man.
I'll tell you what, Oral Hershiser every year comes to Maui. I've seen him a few times.
Talk about a clutch pitcher, Oral Hershiser.
Oral Hershiser. Stays at the Fairmount. Chris.
I'm gonna take the over in this spot. This is that danger zone, 10 to 13 points where the Lakers don't normally cover the number, but I'm also not taking, even with 2-0, I'm not taking points in Minnesota on the road. So give me the over in this spot.
All these people saying that Tua is not a lousy quarterback. I'm telling you, if you would have seen, I guess you didn't see Peyton Manning's first season. It wasn't pretty. I believe his first snap, he fumbled it, and the other team recovered. And I think the Colts, because they were
1-15.
1-15. And the thing is that also, you think like the Dolphins are, that Tua has all this to work with. They drafted 5th last year. Okay, the Dolphins drafted 5th overall. A lot of people thought they weren't going to win even one game, and now they're a playoff team. Yeah, he sucks. Meanwhile, Hurts is on a team that everyone picked to make the playoffs. They made the playoffs last year, and it's like can't even beat Arizona. The Dolphins slaughtered, by the way. I don't know. Where are we?
Right here. I'm gonna take the under. I just think it's interesting to look at, get some star-studded players that are questionable for this game. Karl Anthony Towns, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, all questionable. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with their availability. But I just think this is going to be a lower-scoring game. I think there's going to be a lot of missed shots, and I think this is going to be a fatigue is going to play a factor for both teams, but especially the Timberwolves. So I'll take the under.
Brian? Oh, Rod.
I was like, what? We're going backwards?
Hey, 30K subscribers.
Nice.
30K. Big 3-0. We did it. Only 9,970,000 away from a modest goal of 10 million.
That's the party out at Mitch's house in Hawaii is when we get to 10 million. Then we're going to have a luau or something.
Oh, maybe we get 10 million subscribers. We're going to buy the whole frickin' block. Rod?
For me in this one, we seen what the Lakers did last year at this 11 number. I'll take a shot. $60 with the Timberwolves plus the 11.5 here. It's just too many points. I watched this Lakers team too much. Just not do it. And the Lakers are 0-4 ATS their last 4 games following a straight up win. So I don't see them having any interest in whooping the Timberwolves by 20. So give me the Timberwolves plus the 11.5.
I like your sign in the background, Ron. Man cave.
Man cave. 24/7.
Man cave.
I should get one sign made. No squares or something like that flashing. Stay round.
Square sign.
Stay circle or something. I don't know.
Okay, we go to college hoops. Hartford against UNH. That's a beauty. It's a real brutal college basketball schedule today. Some of these college basketball Sunday schedules will be good after the new year. Normally there's Big Ten games, ACC games on Sundays. A few of them. It's not like a giant Sunday schedule, but like a good 20-game schedule with 6, 7 good quality games. CBS games and stuff. UNH against Hartford. UMBC against Binghamton. Cleveland State, Youngstown State. Penguins are in the house. And that Indiana State against Drake matchup. So we've got 2 America East games, a Horizon League and a Missouri Valley Conference. Yeah, it's bringing the sexy here. Who do you like, Brian?
No, like I said earlier before the show start, at the beginning, Indiana State plus the points is a premium pick for me. Love it, love it, love it. Hit it hard, hit it long. Take Indiana State.
And we square. I'm taking Drake. They paid off for me all the way up until this point. I'm not hopping off the money train until they give me a reason not to. So, if I fall on the sword, so be it. But give me Drake. Lay the points.
Ron.
Yeah, I like Hartford plus the points here. I liked it a lot more at 4.5, but you know what? I'll take 3. I think they could win this game outright. It should be a close one. I also lean to the under in that game as well. It's going to be a defensive battle.
Rod.
For me, I'm going to take give me Youngstown to bounce back and get a win over Cleveland State. They lost to them yesterday, but Cleveland State did a really good job shutting down Youngstown's top scorer. I don't think you can hold them down again here. And Youngstown's number 2 scorer will be back for this game as well. So give me Youngstown to bounce back and get a win here over Cleveland State.
I like. I didn't do videos on any of these, so I did Drake Indiana State, but I like Youngstown State, and I like UMBC a little bit. And since Romanelli likes Hartford, why not? We got Canisius visiting Monmouth. UMass Lowell back in the building against Stony Brook. Wright State and Wisconsin Green Bay, the rematch. It was Green Bay with the cover yesterday. Vermont against New Jersey Institute of Technology. Any of those games, Brian?
I'm going to take the Vermont Catamounts here, laying the points. I don't see NJIT hanging in there. I think this will be a game where Vermont wins by 20. So, take Vermont.
I'm going to lay the points with Monmouth at home here against Canisius. I think Monmouth's a better offensive team, and Canisius hasn't played in 2 weeks, so I think the layoff might rust them up a little bit. And I'm gonna lay the points with Wright State. They didn't cover yesterday, but I think we see a full 40-minute game from Wright State today, and I'll lay it against the Green Bay Phoenix here. So give me Wright State.
So this comment here, Payne Hansen, he'll be joining us as our new MMA expert. He's got another guy, they're going to be doing a show without me, which will be nice. And they these guys are just over the top. I mean, he's got great MMA name, right? Payne Hansen, bringing the pain for the MMA coming up in the new year, and he'll be joining our team. Romanelli is all in agreement until I tell him this: Florida State University. So
that's fine.
But anyways, I think, bringing in, new talent, guys that are just over the top into it. And, I could sit here and pretend it's kind of like with hockey, right? I could sit here like a lot of the other cappers do. It's like the World Cup comes on, all of a sudden, my Spanish pronunciations are off the hook, and I'm picking World Cup games. It's like, I don't do that. It's not my game. It's not my shtick. I don't, I stick to what I know, and it's like, that's how the Puck Dogs ended up here. They came on for hockey. They just never left, right? But it's like, it's still here. And, and we'll have Payne and his partner in crime as well. And they're going to have their own show. We're going to do, so for the MMA, we're going to have a regular weekly MMA show, possibly 2 of them. And on fight weeks, we're going to have added shows. We're going to have shows right before the fights start. And then we're going to have where they go from the preliminary card to the main card. We're going to have an in-between show as well, and then an after show, I believe. And I think those nights I'll be on with my talks for fight night. Or I could wear one of those. What's the brand? The MMA brand? These guys will get me out. Tap Out or something, right?
Tap Out.
Yeah, I'll have to get some Tap Out shirts.
I'd like to see you in an MMA match, Mitch.
In the Octagon? I know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
I know.
Too,
I know who I
it'd be
want.
interesting.
I know who I want.
How quick would he tap out? I don't know.
Nice.
It'd be super quick.
Someone's going night.
Yeah.
Someone by KO. Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
legal sports betting
that's-
passed in Connecticut already, but it's only in casinos. That's what I'd heard. That it had already passed just for casinos, but I could see Connecticut going. Hawaii is going to have gambling for the first time ever. They're going to open a casino, and I could see sports betting legalized here as well.
I thought you said they'd never bring it to Hawaii because of that.
People believe me. There's an uproar. There's an uproar. 5-4 it passed. Uproar. Anyways, where are we? Did everyone give out their picks in this time slot?
For me in this time slot, I like Wright State to bounce back. I know they didn't get the cover yesterday, but they didn't play the first half. They just kind of flubbed their way through the first half, and I don't think they flubbed their way through this first half. They're going to come out angry and take it to Green Bay today. And I like Monmouth. Give me Monmouth over Canisius. They're just a better team, and they played more games. Canisius is still going to be rusty there. So give me Monmouth. And I'm with Brian. Give me Vermont. That's insane. Vermont, the Catamounts come out and thump New Jersey Institute of Technology today.
Yeah, I agree. I like Vermont. Not sure if I gave out the picks, but I like Vermont and Monmouth in that time slot.
Vermont
Vermont's
used
gonna
to
dominate.
be used to be my official team. They were like one of my first official teams. I had the Vermont shirt. Someone said.
That brown, it matched the curtains, I think. That brown Vermont shirt.
No, it's yellow. It's green. It's yellow.
Oh, yellow. Green. Yeah, that's
right.
right. Yeah,
University of Vermont.
It's bright yellow.
Yeah, the Vermont bookstore. We picked Vermont like every game. Vandy against Alcorn State. Alcorn State sucks, and they suck so bad. I took Liberty against Alcorn State. They beat them by 50. I was laying 24.5 in that one. It was like, when are you laying 24.5 and you don't even sweat it? I mean, it was like that Gonzaga Virginia game yesterday. It was like, I mean, you take a nap and it's like, I mean, that was ridiculous. Who in the world thought that Virginia would get just housed like that? I mean, they got handled. They had no answers, right? Just no answers whatsoever. Crazy. Gonzaga's scary good on the offensive end. It's going to take it's just not a great Virginia team. I think Illinois would have a puncher's chance against them. Someone who's going to bang with them. You know, you got to bang them. You can't just let them sit there and take those threes. It's like, it will start raining threes, and then it gets to 30 like it did yesterday. It's like they let them take those threes. It was like, fine, we're up by 30 now. What are you going to do? Anyways, speaking about up by 30, Vandy's laying 23 in this spot against Alcorn State. Detroit against Oakland, the rematch. Loyola, or as Brian calls them, Loyola, against Illinois State. Northern Iowa against Missouri State. I don't know how the hell Northern Iowa was favored by 6.5. It was 8. I mean, I still don't even see the 6.5. I don't get it. Maybe someone can expound some wisdom on me. And the Southern Illinois Salukis, who, if I did have a premium pick today, they would have been it. But it dropped from 10 to 8.5, though, against Evansville, who sucks. Brian, got some real garbage on the college hoop schedule today. But this is the stuff, you know. These are the games that when they're in the bigger schedules, that this is where we're going to find value is on these teams. Those other games, you know, those Illinois-Ohio State games are going to be so tight. They're going to be down a point and a half. These are the games, these Salukis is where we're going to find value, you know.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go Vanderbilt, lay the points. I'm going to lay some big wood there, and I'm also going to lay big wood on Loyola, Chicago, minus 15.5 against Illinois State. I think they're the best 4-2 team.
They got me on my knees.
So those are I'm going with the wood there.
I beg them, darling, please. Loyola.
Brian's having to play a fish for lunch.
Yep. Well, this is just a free. It's like $60 bet, 55, whatever you want, 50, whatever. It's gonna keep me interested.
I'm gonna go on the other side there. I like Illinois State with the points. Loyola, while they have been a profitable mid-major in the past, there's something different about this year's team. They're not really blowing teams out, so I'll take a shot with Illinois State in the points. I like Missouri State. I agree. I don't know how Northern Iowa is favored here. I think Missouri State's going to rack up the threes and shoot on Northern Iowa all day. And I like Southern Illinois as well. I like the Salukis laying the 8.5 at home.
Ron Romanelli, you watch Shameless? Show Shameless.
No.
It's final season, so bad. I mean, I thought the final season should have been about 2 seasons ago. But, you know, I've been watching the whole series, so it's like I'm down to the last season. I've tried getting through episode 2 twice now. You know, I just can't, I can't figure it out for the life of me. I've tried twice to get through episode 2. I don't know if I can make it through the season. And it's like they're going to have the season finale. So I just skip this season and watch the last episode. I'm just not really sure because I kind
read
of
online what happened.
What's that?
You can read online what happened in the episodes.
Oh, those people don't understand. Rod, what do you think about the trapping of feral animals in your neighborhood? Like, you know, if you have any like neighbor cats or something that are just loud as hell, or roosters or something, you know, you think you should just be able to cage them up and, I don't know, drop them off in some other neighborhood. I think
we do that here.
Yeah,
we have you can go into the town office, and if you have an animal that's bothering you, they'll give you a cage, and you can bring it to your yard and trap your animals.
And what do you do with them after the trapping? Throw it in the lake.
And then you get the fish and wildlife guy comes and he takes it and releases it to a better environment that's not full of people.
A rehoming.
Yeah, they rehome the animals.
You don't have to go home. You just can't stay here.
Yeah, so you don't have a skunk underneath your shed. Or
Yeah.
We got porcupines, lots of porcupines around here.
Yeah, we got roosters.
Nothing like getting your dog's face full of porcupine quills. So
my neighbor's got a couple roosters. Okay, over there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can imagine Benny already. I can see him. Benny chased the buck. He chased a big giant buck deer. He was like, "Ooh, a buck, get him!" Ooh, and he starts chasing this buck. I can't even imagine him with a chicken.
Oh man, these aren't. This is a full blown rooster, man. He's roosted. He's like, I mean, he's way
What's
out
up, Benny?
of line.
You're gonna get your eyeballs pecked out.
It's like my next door neighbor. He always talks about that. We have this thing on next door. You know, they have this all over the world. The next door it's kind of like a Facebook group of everyone in your neighborhood. I'm not on it because, I mean, we all know the whole thing would be, right? I just don't have it, to be on this thing. But my neighbor's on there, and he's talking about trapping, first feral cats and then roosters, but it's illegal to trap and rehome feral animals in Hawaii.
Oh.
So they're all like, we've already told you it's illegal to do it or whatever, but it's like,
oh, no.
You just get him an extra bottle of wine for Christmas, let him go on that next door and have at it. Anyways, Rod, what do you got here for these games?
In this spot, give me Vanderbilt over Alcorn. They're just horrible. Vanderbilt's going to win by 30. Give me Missouri State here over Northern Iowa. I don't get that line at all. Missouri State is they're 10-2 ATS their last 12. Northern Iowa is 0-5 ATS their last 5 games. I think Missouri State wins this outright. Give me Missouri State money line in that one. And I like Loyola. Give me Loyola. I think they win by 20.
Vandy, the Salukis, and Missouri State for me. Got DePaul against Ed Cooley in Providence. Love me some Ed Cooley. My favorite. We got Purdue Fort Wayne against Robert Morris and UC Irvine against UCSB. The Hawaii game against Cal Poly has been postponed. Brian?
Yeah, I like DePaul in this spot. I'm a big Providence guy. I backed him a few times, but in this spot, I just think it's too many points. I think it's a 3 to 4 point game for Providence, but give me DePaul plus the points.
Yeah, I'm going to lay the points of Providence in this one. I just think DePaul's going to have a tougher test than what they faced in Western Illinois, and I think Ed Cooley's going to be able to coach up these Friars. He's already sweating through his shirt, so I like Providence here. And I wanted to give this out as a premium, but I'll give it out here. I love Robert Morris today against Fort Wayne. I know it's hard to beat the same team on a back-to-back, but Fort Wayne 0-4 is a favorite this year against the spread, including 3 straight losses outright. And the line's flipped for a reason. I love Robert Morris here.
Yeah, for me in this window, I like UC Santa Barbara laying the 2 points against UC Irvine. I think it should be a good game, but I like UC Santa Barbara to pull away at the end and win this game by a couple buckets.
Did that line flip? Santa Barbara's favorite now?
Yep.
Minus 1.5.
Yeah, when I did the video last night, it was the other way around. I picked Santa Barbara in the video.
In this spot, I like Santa Barbara as well. Give me Santa Barbara over Irvine. The Anteaters just do not look good. And I'm with Brian. I like DePaul. Give me DePaul plus the points. I think they keep this closer than the 6.5 that you're getting in what's a 3-4 point game at the most.
I like Providence by 20 in that one. I think that number one, huge coaching advantage for Providence. And I'm not just saying that because I got the man crush on Ed Cooley either. I'm just saying that it is a huge coaching advantage. DePaul's coach is so bad. Remember last year they started the season on fire. They beat Texas Tech, and then they got into Big East play and lost every game. So what happened was their coach was in the final year of his contract. And when they renewed the contract, DePaul with that coach, all of the players left the team. So DePaul has a totally different team than they had last year, all different players. All their starters, everybody left. So very, very tough to hang against an Ed Cooley Providence team at home, which has a really nice blend of senior leadership with young guys. It's kind of a real Ed Cooley team. They're going to get housed. They're going to get absolutely blasted out of the building. Love Providence. DePaul's going to win like 3 games all fucking season. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Of course, tomorrow I'll be singing.
Mitch picked Providence against DePaul. You picked Providence.
Like I'll get like 600 comments. Providence lost. It's like I don't watch the games, you know. Like I didn't drop 2 dimes on it. You know? I didn't know.
I don't think I'll be paying attention to that game with the NFL going on, the NBA.
See, I'll have it on.
It's not on my radar.
I might do, don't hold me to it, but I might do a late halftime show as well as the early halftime show today because it's I think there's 4, right? 4 late games, 5 early. Is that what it is?
It's about even, yep.
Yeah, it's about even. So maybe I'll do a late show too. I'm involved, you know. So I'll be watching. I'm involved today, right? So yeah, you know, I'm not going to promise it because I got to slip a workout in there because I've been eating like I got 2 assholes last week. So I got to make sure I work out.
You got to train for your
What, you guys act like you haven't been?
No, it's just that phrase. I've never heard that before.
What?
I've never heard somebody say I've been eating like I have 2 assholes.
Why are you talking? I thought that was like a common thing. I say it all the time.
I'm just saying I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
Is that a good I've never heard it or a bad I never heard it?
Yeah, it's a good.
Did I cross the line finally? Because I mean I know I've been up against it for quite a few years.
Okay, I think of everything. If that's what crossed the line, we got to have a discussion here. But
all right.
No, I'm gonna start using that.
All right. I'm just saying. I haven't even been hungry. I'm still eating. Chris, give us a parlay or 2.
All right. All right. So for college hoops, we're going to go with Robert Morris, Southern Illinois, and Missouri State. And for the NFL, we're going to go with the Colts, the Ravens, and the Titans.
Rod?
All right, so we'll start with the NFL.
I told you the Dolphins were going to not cover and win. I told you.
We're going to go with Panthers, money line. Cowboys, money line. Ravens, minus the points.
Wait, what is it? Cowboys,
money line. Panthers, money line. And Ravens, minus the points.
Okay.
Hoops, we're going to go Spurs, plus the points. We're going to go Indiana, money line. And the Bulls, money line.
What's the money line on that Pacers game? It's only 2 points.
Indiana money.
It's probably plus 115 or so.
I think a plus 110. I think
plus 115 on mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice little payday.
All right.
Of course, you could use the parlay calculator to calculate the parlays. We used to do that on the show. Good. I do it in my parlay videos now. Ron, what do you got for our good people?
Well, I guess you got a college hoops parlay today, and it's going to be UC Santa Barbara laying the 2, Detroit Mercy laying the 3, and Hartford getting the 3.5.
Man, so many comments I didn't get to. I'm sorry. Say it again. I'm sorry.
UC Santa Barbara laying the points, Detroit Mercy laying the points, and Hartford getting the points.
So just college hoops.
Yep, just college hoops.
Brian?
For me, a mixed bag parlay, Indiana State plus the points, which I absolutely love. Make sure you bet that individually big, hard, and big. And then Colts and Falcons with them, plus the points with the Falcons and Colts money line.
Boy, that Colts game, the line is just all over the place.
Yeah, I wish I had the Colts as a premium. I really messed that up.
I messed it up, too. I kind of shit the bed there on that one.
Yep.
take the Denver Broncos in my parlay with the Cowboys. And Denver Broncos, Cowboys, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cowboys, Cavaliers, and Broncos. Yep, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks everyone for joining us. Of course, we've got our best bets in the premium area. Brian's got 7 picks for $50. Chris has got some kind of Sunday smorgasbord. Ron's got his college hoops, which he's been killing it. Where are you on the leaderboard? You number 1?
I'm right behind you. But today I'll leapfrog you.
Yeah, I have no picks in college hoops today.
Oh, yeah. Just got to have a winning day.
Yep.
Let me see this leaderboard here.
It's there for the taking.
We have Mitch Wilson in second and Ron Romanelli in third. And they're all within striking distance.
Yeah, I mean it's a marathon, not a sprint. You can't win it. You can't win.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be number 1 in December. No,
it
doesn't work like that.
NBA leaderboard. Yeah, we see what's going on there. All right. Rod Zawacki's 7-2 in the NBA, 78%.
Yep, Rod Zawacki. I'm not on the NBA leaderboard. I think I'm like right around 500 to start the season, which is fine. I mean, we got a lot of hoops to go.
Lot of NBA hoops to go.
Best of the live show on there.
Yeah, I gave out a winner on that yesterday for hoops on the best of the live show.
I'm behind Rod by percentage points at 6-2. I'm coming for you, Rod.
You could try.
Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Check out the leaderboards on your own. Check out the parlay calculator. We got odds. We got the Facebook group. We got all kinds of stuff. Of course, I'll be here at halftime for the early games. Definitely the early games. Definitely Sunday Night Football. I'm on the fence about the other one because I'm still a little miffed yesterday. To be honest and candid, the 875 likes on 9,000 views just ain't gonna cut it. I don't ask for much. Smash the like button. Have a great day, everyone. Of course, we'll try and act more professional.